How about this gentleman right here, huh? Our boy, Oliver Anthony, just tearing everything up. 40 million views in 2 weeks for Richmond, North of Richmond. Top of the charts for Billboard. No signing, no labels. The labels come to him, we'll give you $8 million record deal. He goes, no, thank you. I'll take my Google AdSense and my independent touring, thank you very much. It's probably not a bad idea. You've seen the movie before. You know what happens. They get this guy right out of a factory. They offer him an $8 million deal. Somehow, 10 years from now, he's on VH1 in debt and addicted to drugs. We've seen this story before. I get why he turned it down. Hard in the short term, but probably good in the long term. He put out this song, and the world went crazy for it. It seemed like pundits, like people who need a political opinion, instantly took one side or the other. You know, the conservatives were all like, look at this, America rules. And the libs were like, hey, what's this guy, like a neo-Nazi? And everybody was like, I feel like you're putting your own spin on this song. I mean,
who called them a neo-Nazi, Sam? I think that's a little bit hyperbole on your end.
You're right, and I would never add hyperbole for the sake of humor on this show. It is a straight news show. Hot dog, you weird defensive. Are you getting defensive because you were anti-Oliver Anthony and you think you put the cart before the horse a little bit?
I think Oliver Anthony is an industry plant.
Like Bobby Althoff?
Yep.
Which industry?
Same ilk.
Which industry?
A music industry plant. Look, there's so much greenery behind them.
What does that mean?
It came from that.
Trees?
Industry plant.
Oh, industry plant. Oh, they're plants. So this is just all you see here are plants.
Yeah.
Here, and here.
And
plants.
there. And
right,
there.
I gotcha. Okay, I gotcha. But you don't know which specific industry. You can't tell me that.
The music industry plant.
Oh. But he didn't sign the deal.
That's part of it.
I got you. Classic misdirection. Wouldn't it be great if you were right? Like you're just like trying to dig yourself out of a hole right now, but it's like it did turn out he was an industry plant. It's like it's very odd industry plant.
You wait 2 weeks.
Most industry plants aren't this polarizing though. He's very polarizing.
He's not polarizing. It's been just shoved down our throats now.
You haven't seen so there aren't hundreds of YouTube reviews of people watching his song and like going like, oh, this is so cringe. This is that.
Yes, because this is what happened.
Go ahead.
All of a sudden, Mr. Industry Plant right behind you, as seen with all the other plants, is getting thrown into the conservative fucking eco whatever plant manufacturing thing that they have. And they go, oh, look at this man with the, this is what's going to unite us. And he has the proper message. And this is the one non-political song. And it gets boosted and boosted. And then you finally hear it. And it goes, this isn't non-political. This is just what you guys want to hear. This is super political. This is a manufactured thing. The machine pushed it. He's independent. And I'm not saying he necessarily created as part of this, but someone chose this message and they just boosted it up. It's not even that good of a song.
So the plan was they thought it wasn't a political song, and then they realized it was.
All the comments were like, "This is the one song that's gonna unite us because of its message, and look how special this is." Which is, by the way, the song isn't that fucking deep. Bad, rich people bad. Oh, we get it.
Why don't you like it?
Because it is political, though. That's what it's. People are saying it's not political, it's going to unite us, but it's people who are saying that or people on the right who agree with the statement because it is a politically conservative statement song.
What makes it politically conservative?
Oh, the rich people up here and the government's corrupt, but the welfare people are the ones to blame. Because they're taking all of our money and they're giving it to the welfare people.
What accent is that?
I don't know. That must be South of Richmond is the accent, isn't it?
Not that one you just did. Nobody in Virginia has ever spoken like that before.
No, I mean, I look, everything he says in the song is fucking not things that you would disagree with. Politics corrupt, politicians corrupt, government bad, rich people bad.
Well, I think he's anti-corruption.
Who is pro corruption?
It's not a. He's singing a song. I mean, the people who are pro corruption would be the corrupt people that are in charge. That's what the song is about.
All right. Who aside from the corrupt people isn't pro corruption?
But I mean, that's what he's saying, that the people who are in control,
which I'm with.
Yeah, I think what he's saying is the people in charge are pro corruption because they're corrupt.
Okay.
For a song that, as you said, is not that deep, it seems like you're having a lot of trouble really pinpointing it.
No, I get it.
Okay. Okay. Sorry.
Bad people are bad. Yes, we can agree. We can all agree with that.
Right. So, but you're mad about that.
Once he starts blaming poor people about the middleman,
he doesn't blame poor people. He blames fat people, not poor people.
Fat people and poor people.
No. Fat poor people. He doesn't blame any poor people that aren't fat. It's mainly if you listen to the lyrics, because that's what I decided to do. To listen to the lyrics, he's anti-corporate corruption, anti-government corruption, and also he doesn't like fat people. Those are the kind of the three things he doesn't like. He thinks,
yes, Lord, we got folks on the street ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare.
But he's allowed to not like fat people.
No, sure. I think people just take issue with the welfare idea that a lot of people have the idea that it's the welfare people that are taking all of the government money and are messing the country for us, when it's in fact, as he also said in the song, the rich people that are doing that.
But if he said that in the song, why is it upsetting to you? Like if he clarified in the song,
yes,
that the corrupt people are the ones that I'm mad at. Also, I don't particularly like the fat people, but mainly it's the corrupt people. It's like I don't have to agree. Like I'm like the way when I really was listening to it, I was like, number one, yeah, I don't, it's not. I'm not gonna. Regardless of whether or not I like the song as a song, like, am I going to rock out to the song? I don't know. But in terms of do I agree with the song, which you could or couldn't, you don't have to. I go like, I'm not as anti-fat as he is, but the corruption stuff, I'm with him on the other stuff. And
so, so focused on the fat part. I mean, fat welfare people, because the assumption is that they're munching so much on the government teat that they're obese.
No. He wasn't being metaphorical. He's saying literally fat. He was like, he said that.
Pull this up again.
Yeah, I mean, keep going with the quote. He's talking about literal fat people. He's not talking about people who are metaphorically fat from suckling on the government teat. He's talking about people who are literally on welfare but are also fat. He doesn't like people who are fat because
the obese milking welfare.
Keep reading.
Well, God, if you're 5
No, because I don't like, just read it.
Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds,
right?
Taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds.
That's what he said. See, he's literally giving the height and the weight, which by body mass index is fat, and he's saying that he doesn't like that his tax dollars are being used so that they can buy chocolate fudge. Because
is that what's going on?
No, I think that he's more like, here's the overarching stuff, right? That this is all bad. We all agree on this, right? And we're all like, yes. And he's like, and for me personally, it does irk me that fat people keep buying fudge with welfare money, and I get that for him. For him,
I mean, you can't even. You most of the time you can't even get hot food with welfare money. So yeah, you're gonna eat some shitty stuff, and you might be obese. That is also part of it.
Okay, that's the problem then, isn't it?
Don't blame them for that.
He didn't blame anybody. He's saying he doesn't like that his welfare money is going to 5'3" heavy-set people who are buying fudge rounds. Now, I don't know what a fudge round is, but I'm assuming it's a fudge product. I'm assuming that it's primarily fudge-based and that it is not the healthiest food, that it's going to continue to make you larger, which he has stated is not his favorite thing in the world.
Aaron says now we're just talking semantics.
Well, I mean, I would say, let me look up fudge rounds.
Is this gonna be the do or die, the fudge round?
Well, I think because you said it was a metaphorical thing, but I know these. Yeah, they're the Little Debbie cookies. Oh, yeah, these are not. Yeah, if you don't,
I'm sure I bought those when my family was on welfare too.
Yeah, but you are 5'3", but you're not that heavy.
I'm 5'5", excuse you. Yeah, and I was a little chunky boy.
Yeah, right. No, I see these fudge rounds. Okay, I know what he's talking about. They are. I was right, by the way. They're a fudge.
Jacob Cook.
They're a fudge-based cookie. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, he said a hot dog is a pro-welfare because his mother is a lazy illegal alien and he's an anchor baby.
Is that true?
I both are factually correct. Both are. She is a lazy illegal alien and I am an anchor baby. That is not why I am pro-welfare.
Blob says, thanks, hot dog, for sticking up for us fat people. Yeah, see?
You're very welcome.
I mean, I get it. I'm not saying I agree with his stance that he's anti-fat, but if he is, he is. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say that the guy's a bad person because he doesn't like fat people who like Little Debbie's. Like, and by the way, the percentage of fat people who like Little Debbie's is probably through the roof.
I mean, we're just not going to agree on this. You are focusing a lot on the fat.
Well, because that's the part that you don't like. You said you don't like that he's anti-welfare, and I'm saying he's not anti-welfare. He's anti-people being fat on welfare.
Okay. Well, the jury is still out. You know, that's what music and art is all
true.
about.
It's up to interpretation. I think this is a very healthy conversation. Because I feel like that is the key. That is the key part of the song. That everybody's like, that's the part that people are like attaching identity to. Like, that's the part where like conservatives who want to adopt him as a mascot are like, see, we don't like welfare either. And liberals who like want to say down with, you know, like they want to turn this into the next, try that in a small town, are like, see, he's talking about welfare people. And he's like, no, I just don't like fat people.
Well, until I hear it straight from his mouth and then behind the music,
I would like to interview him and go, first of all, you're not talking about metaphorically, like off the government teat. And he'd go, no.
Yes, I am.
No, I'm talking. First of all, he doesn't have a Southern accent. Second of all, he goes, no, I'm talking about literal fat people who eat cookies. It's like, oh, okay. That's what I thought. That's how I took it as. Hot dog took it differently. That's all. It's important to have the conversation.
It's a weird thing to throw when we're talking about Richmond, North of Richmond, whatever the fuck.
No, it is weird because some of the other stuff he's talking about in the song is like super serious, like.
I'm with you, brother.
When he's like talking about like, you know, coal miners, but then I'm like, oh boy, no, I know exactly what yeah. And then he's like, also these fat people, right? And I'm like, yeah, I guess.
That's literally what happened. I was listening to the song and I was like, okay, all right. And the fat people with the welfare. What? Okay.
I guess it feels like a little rope. Like you kind of rope me in on that, but okay, all right. Well, he did come forward. Did you see the new video that he put out? Because I don't know if you watched the Republican debate, right? But they are adopting him. Like the whole first 10 minutes of the Republican debate was like, question number one, how great is that song? And all the candidates had to be like, yeah, that's my jam. That's my shit. I love that shit. Like, that rules. It literally was.
Corny.
It literally was. They go, why is this speaking to America so much? And all the politicians were like, because everybody's too fat.
It's so fucking corny because like a lot of these conservatives are like, get your stuff, my politics out of your music or shut up and dribble and all this stuff. But as soon as they find someone that they can cling on to, it's just fucking the song that's sweeping the country and this is our thing and whatever. It's like, come on.
You're mad at this song though.
I'm not. I just take issue with that one lyric.
He doesn't like fat people, dude. I mean, so this is a video that he put out, which I enjoyed this video. It's just like He's sitting in his truck. It's raining outside, and he's just talking to us folks because he's just one of us folks. I love it.
He could be a good dude for all I know.
Not if you're fat. Not if you like those fudge rounds.
Right.
Little Debbie's probably losing their minds. Like, oh, hell yeah, dude. Fudge rounds.
If there is anything for me to address at all with you, it's that it's the one thing that has bothered me is seeing people wrap politics up into this.
See, Hot Dog, he doesn't want people to wrap politics up into this.
Too late.
I'm disappointed.
It's a damn shame, Hot Dog.
Like, it's aggravating
It's not
seeing
me.
people on conservative news try to identify with me like I'm one of them. It's aggravating seeing.
So you hear that? He doesn't want people in conservative news relating to him. He's like, I ain't you. We're not the same. You like fat people. I don't like them.
Certain musicians and politicians.
Chris Christie's up there, and he's going like, yeah, I love that song. And he's like, not for you. This song's
Fudge
not.
rounds are fucking amazing. I want to get some. I want to get some now after the show.
Then earn the money for it. That's all he's saying. He doesn't want. He doesn't like buying people fudge rounds. Okay.
Sometimes it's like 50 cents. Sometimes it's the best option.
He wants you to earn it, the 50 cents on your own. He doesn't want to pay for your fudge rounds. He doesn't care if you enjoy it. He doesn't want to contribute to it. Doesn't like.
So focus on the rich people then, so they could pay for my fudge.
He's just saying straight up, I'm tired of paying for people's fudge rounds, and I get it. I'm not trying to buy people cookies. It's ridiculous. I'm trying to get by on my own. They're trying to
tax the rich more.
Look, that's why I got to get you guys to super chat a lot, because half the super chat money goes to people eating cookies, and I'm tired of it.
Disgusting.
It's gross.
Act like we're buddies and act like.
You know what they always say? The rich get richer, the fat get fatter, and I'm fed up with it.